Just fooling around. Oh, what's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to WWE SmackDown Live Review, the show from October 23rd, 2018. This will be the go-home show for the all-woman pay-per-view, WWE Evolution 2018. As this Sunday, it's going to be the all-woman pay-per-view for the WWE women's that are under contract with WWE. Doesn't matter if you're on SmackDown, on NXT, on NXT UK, on Raw, and it doesn't matter if you're a past WWE/WWF, whatever you want to say there. Nostalgia act for the women's division. The bottom line is this: Evolution pay-per-view is this Sunday, folks. And basically, what I'm done with this SmackDown review. I got some more reviews to do later on. But I gotta watch the show first because I was a little busy actually, folks, today. I wanted to get this earlier, but like I said, I was a little busy earlier. But once I get the other shows out of the way, I'll get those reviews up too. What pertains to NXT, NXT UK, and and also 205 Live. And tomorrow I will do the live, as usual, the live reactions for the semifinals for the conclusion. Who's going to be going to the finals for this Sunday's WWE Evolution pay-per-view for the Mae Young Classic 2018 tournament. So that'll be all tomorrow. Well, that one video is going to be tomorrow, but the rest of the videos, which is reviews, what pertains to, again, 205 Live, NXT, and NXT UK. That'll be all coming up tonight. I just need to watch the shows first, basically. So I haven't got a chance to watch it because I was a little busy. So it is what it is. But let's get to the show. SmackDown, WWE SmackDown Live. They were at Newark, New Jersey. Byron Saxton and Corey Graves. And basically coming off after Raw about what's been going on with Roman Reigns. Real name Joe Anoki. Hopefully, again, he beats leukemia and kick leukemia's ass out of his system, and he can come back stronger than ever and get back to the position that that WWE's has been giving him for the last 4 years. Which as of right now, I'm fine with that now, folks. Still not Roman Reigns fans. Still got some personal feelings about Roman Reigns as the person too as well. But I'm not gonna go and say I hate the guy, because again, the hate stops. The hate officially stops what pertains to the person and the character. So that being said, let's get to the show. We opened up with the New Day. Didn't care what they had to say. But then the bar came out. So it's on Sheamus, and then the Big Show comes out. And I think the new tag team thing, because I'm pretty sure some people were just joking around, but I think that, or should I say stable, they're obviously joking around with the stable's name, but the stable's name, the bar show, I guess maybe, but whatever. Basically, it was gonna lead to it led to a match. I guess New Day was challenging them to a match. I don't know if that was the case, but basically Sheamus teases that he was gonna fight, only for Cesaro to tease that he was gonna fight, and they obviously let the Big Show fight instead. And it basically was Kofi Kingston wrestling, but Kofi Kingston was accompanied by the rest of the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods at ringside, while the bar at ringside for the Big Show. So the match happens. Obviously, the Big Show was kicking ass in the match, dominated the match. Kofi Kingston had a little bit of offense in the beginning, but the Big Show was kicking ass. Obviously, he did not one, not two, but 3 choke slams, and he's gonna go for another one. But also, Big E and Xavier Woods couldn't take it anymore. They got in the ring and attacked Big Show, and then the bar comes in there. Well, actually, they tried to attack the Big Show, but the bar came in there. Basically, a fight broke out, and referee goes for a bell. Basically, it was a microwave match, and by strict disqualification. In the end, the Big Show and the bar, or should I say the bar show, kicked their asses, the New Day, and I was like, good. Yeah, I know how I feel about the New Day, and that's all I'm gonna say from there, folks. Like I said, ain't just about the New Day. Then the bar show just showed them how to kick ass, you know. But anyways, we get a real package after what happened last night's announcement of Roman Reigns from Raw. But well, actually, it was on the Monday night. This is a Wednesday night, but still. But yeah, basically, I'm just reading what it says there. But yeah, they did this whole real package of Roman Reigns, where showing his personal life, where growing up and all that with his cousins, the Usos. They show him being at one point being on NXT, and then coming to the main roster as the Shield with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, and then going on his own, and then the rest of the history is there, folks. And at the same time, they got the promo where this video package where they show Roman Reigns talking about he's had the battle with leukemia and he had to relinquish the Universal Championship. And there you go. Again, best wishes, best support, prayers, and thoughts goes out to Roman Reigns, Joe Inoki to beat this thing again. He beat it once and he could beat it again. So hopefully he gets enough support to find that have that bravery and that encouragement to find that warrior instinct, that Samoan warrior instinct, to once again kick Lamigmia's ass. Now I already forget how to say it now. But anyways, y'all know what I mean though. We get the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, versus AJ Styles, the WWE champion, and the number one contender for the WWE championship, Daniel Bryan. So yeah, we get a rematch from last week's on SmackDown 1000 between Usos versus Styles and Bryan, and the match itself, it was basically the same pace match from last week, same booking. And why it's the same booking? Well, except it was the other way around. See, AJ Styles was going for the phenomenal forearm, only for when I'm trying to remember which Uso it was. I think it was Jay Uso. Oh, actually, it was Jimmy Uso. And Styles almost hit Daniel Bryan with it. And then also Jimmy Uso and AJ Styles fighting each other basically. And Styles goes for his Pele kick, but Jimmy Uso moves out of the way, and then Styles hit Daniel Bryan with the Pele kick, by accidentally, which led to Jimmy Uso tagging Jay Uso to go for a super kick, and then finally Jay Uso gets to the top rope. And then he goes for his Uso splash, but this was not no ordinary Uso splash, because I noticed when he was going off the top rope, when he jumping off the top rope onto AJ Styles for the Uso splash, he went like this, basically paying homage and basically dedicating the match to his cousin Roman Reigns. We all know what this means. Cock that fist, which is one of Roman Reigns' catchphrase that he came up that Vince McMahon came up for him back in 2014. But anyways, but yeah, I thought it was nice though, and on top of that too, he had a lot of air as he was going up, for that Uso splash, and then doing this, boom, nice. And there you go. So basically, this match, same result from last week, except it was a different outcome, where it pertains to AJ Styles, having miscommunication with Daniel Bryan, like with last week. Daniel Bryan had miscommunication with AJ Styles, and then it ends up the tables turning for this week. Basically, more tensions between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. But the way they're on the booking this, where obviously, if you want to build tensions between these two, where leading to Crown Jewel, whatever. I'm not gonna watch the show anyways, but still. But they should do a better job at that. But I'll talk more about that. I'll talk more about why as we get to it. WWE does a review package about Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. Who cares? Moving on. I'll still watch the match though, but who cares? Moving on. Styles and Bryan walking backstage. Dasha Flinders shows up. Like, wow, I haven't seen her for a while. So she interviews AJ Styles to let know what happened out there. AJ Styles says it was an accident. What happened there? Just like it was, just like last week, it was an accident with Daniel Bryan did to him. And then Daniel Bryan's like, "Are you sure it was an accident?" Basically what pertains to AJ Styles. It's like AJ Styles like, it's like you call me out, you call me a liar and everything. And then also Daniel Bryan does this. Your nose is getting, the nose is getting big, like this. And AJ Styles was getting furious with that. Basically, got a Pinocchio reference, and that's the build-up, folks. That's basically one of the build-ups for Styles and Bryan leading up to Crown Jewel at at Saudi Arabia. Because forget about building up these two guys being the best in the world, and they want to prove to one another who is truly the best wrestler in the world. No, you gotta make some corny ass Pinocchio joke reference on the show, on a wrestling show. Dumb. And then Dan Bryan makes fun of him with the too sweet sign. Or the click sign, whatever you want to say. So yeah, it just it's Pinocchio. Ridiculous. Next we get to a video footage of Charlotte Flair at the WWE Performance Center, basically giving these upcoming women's wrestlers advice what pertains to being female female wrestler and everything. And I see myself, wait a minute, and I'm seeing the women's that are in that they're there too, like a Shayna Baszler, a Deonna Purrazzo, a Mia Yim, what? A Dakota Kai, a Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and there were among others too, like Jessica Mendux and Marina. I forgot her. I keep forgetting her last name, but the wife of Roderick Strong. But I'm watching this and I see myself, Charlotte Flair giving them advice. What? Why can't it be Becky Lynch? Speaking of Becky Lynch, all of a sudden she shows up, and all of a sudden they start fighting. Well, actually they mouth each other for a little bit first, and then all of a sudden they start fighting. And then Charlotte Flair was saying, "Who are you? Who are you?" Like, oh my god, that was so bad acting from Charlotte Flair saying that. And then we get the most cringiest promo from Charlotte Flair after that. Because basically, like I said, they show video footage of what happened at the Performance Center with Charlotte Flair giving these women's advice what pertains to being in WWE. Garbage. And then Becky Lynch shows up, and then also they start mouthing each other, and then also they start fighting, and then the pull apart happens, and then also we get to the live show on SmackDown where Charlotte Flair is cutting a promo, where she's trying to act sad, trying to act like she was crying, she was basically being a sympathetic, a pathetic sympathetic figure. I'm like, oh my god, this was so bad. And I see myself, no, I don't care what you guys say, Charlotte Flair, and I don't care. WWE can do this with her all they want. It's not gonna amount to anything, anyways. People are still gonna hate Charlotte Flair. People still are not gonna cheer for Charlotte Flair. People are still gonna boo Charlotte Flair. People still are not gonna be on that bandwagon of Charlotte Flair. I'm pretty sure some people are. I'm still on the bandwagon, but still. I'm still a fan, but still, I don't want to see Charlotte Flair in that position of being SmackDown Women's Champion anymore. She had her chances already. What more do you want for us? What more do you want for Charlotte Flair to do? You already have her beat Asuka for and her undefeated streak at WrestleMania. You have her become like a 8-time Women's Champion, and that or I think it's 7 times. I don't know. I gotta look back at that, but you give her so many opportunities. Like enough's enough with Charlotte Flair. Like back off. Give Becky Lynch that chance. Give Becky Lynch that opportunity, and hopefully she does still have the opportunity after Evolution this coming Sunday. This is ridiculous, folks. WWE is trying so hard for us to try to cheer for Charlotte Flair and for us to feel sorry for Charlotte Flair. No, I don't feel sorry for Charlotte Flair. Why should I feel sorry for her? She's a natural heel. She's supposed to be a natural heel. Becky Lynch, people don't want to boo her. People don't want us roof against her. They want to root for her. So yeah. Anyways.
You want pie? Your handmade pie.
Pie. What kind of pie? I don't think I like pumpkin pie though. Alright, good, but thank you though. So anyways, sorry about that, folks. But yeah, that was the promo, and it was cringy. It was awkward to watch, and like, I don't want. I'm glad it was over. And plus, and on top of that, folks, I didn't pay attention to it anyways because I didn't care. I don't care about Charlotte Flair. They can do this with her all they want. It's still not gonna make me cheer for her. It's just the way it is. One moment, folks. Okay. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but to me, it's WWE is trying so hard. It's like with the doing with Cena and Roman Reigns with Charlotte Flair, and it's not working. It's not working at all. But anyways, moving on. We get Rusev being covered by Lana as Rusev goes up against Aiden English. Aiden English says something about Lana, if you're done with Rusev, what pertains to Rusev Day, then you could have a little of Aiden night. So we have a match. It was a microwave match. Lana does at one point threw a shoe at her high heel shoe at in English, and Rusev capitalized on that, and then mascot kick and the accolade and wins the match. So I guess that's the end of the feud. Whatever. So I guess yeah, I got nothing to say about that, folks. So yeah, there you go. And that was it for hour number 1. Total amount wrestling for hour number 1. 2 matches. Now let's get to hour number 2. And hour number 2 features Miz TV. The Miz is the host as he introduces his guest, the returning to WWE since last week on SmackDown 1000, Rey Mysterio Jr. So they talk about basically the Miz talks to Rey Mysterio Jr. about, he's wondering why Rey Mysterio is back, and Mysterio is he said it feels good to be back home and all that, and then Miz cuts him off because he's a heel, and he says he knows why he's back because he knows. Excuse me, because he wants to show that the little man can achieve little things, and you wish that big thing, and he could wish that and if he wish big enough, he'll try hard enough. All his dreams can come true at WWE Crown Jewel. And then Miz was saying to Mysterio, saying, "How very 90s of Rey." Wow. Yeah, that's what that's a shot to all of us saying that. Oh my God, Mr. Dream, look at he went to a time warp and he came back at like he looked at from the 90s, except he's still got the tattoos, but yeah, look at Mr. Dream. Look like he never aged. He looks like he used to be in the 90s, and he still wrestles like he still wrestles in the 90s. So yeah, I was but yeah, also the Miz, doing that, talking about that and all that, because that's what we've all been saying. That's what we've all been saying since back at the Royal Rumble from this past year. So Mysterio says, Miz says, that you're not the underdog anymore. Well, yeah, he's right about that because Mysterio Jr. has accomplished being world champion multiple times in WWE, and I'm assuming he also captured some world championships outside of the two. I haven't really look into that much, but yeah, but he's Rey Mysterio Jr. He's not underdog. He's not underdog anymore. But still, but Miz says that Ray, has been gone, having a while, has been gone, excuse me, let me try to say this again. He says that Ray has been on a hiatus, and while the Miz has been proving that he is one of the best in the world, that he is the best in the world, basically. You gotta love how how the fact that the Miz is talking about how Rey Mysterio Jr. was gone for this long from WWE, acting like he didn't do anything else outside of WWE. Like like WWE always do with these wrestlers. With they with someone make like a Sting. Yeah, they did it with Sting. They did it with Kurt Angle, the Dudley Boys. I'm not gonna say the TNA guys down now in WWE right now, like a Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, and blah blah blah. And Bobby Lashley. They even did it with Bobby Lashley. Let's say, so wait a minute. He's been in Impact Wrestling before. He's been wrestling after WWE. He went TNA Impact Wrestling, whichever you want to say. He was still wrestling. And now they're doing the exact same thing with Rey Mysterio Jr. Acting like he never wrestled anywhere else. Like they act like WWE is the only promotion out there. They act like it's the only wrestling promotion, the only wrestling company that you're allowed to wrestle in. Bullshit. I hate when they do that shit. Now, that's what that's not how the Miz say it, but that's based on how WWE doing these scripted promos for these wrestlers to say these type of things. That's what it sounds like when you really think about it. But whatever, right? So Mysterio says that he's very disappointed because he thought that he booked to be on Truth TV, and Miz was like, you got jokes and everything. And Mysterio says, Miz to take it easy because Ray didn't come back to SmackDown to a dusty talk show. He came back to compete, and he's like telling Mysterio tells Miz to shut your mouth, and let's throw down right here, right now. And the Miz was like, no, we're not gonna fight and everything. And they basically keep talking, and then he attacks Mysterio Jr. And then this led to Mysterio fighting back, and then we get to a part 2 match. So we get the Miz versus Rey Mysterio Jr. The Miz was terrible in this match. I can't believe I'm saying this about the Miz. I always say he's always decent, sometimes good, but in this match against Rey Mysterio Jr., he had a bad performance, folks. It was terrible. It was horrendous. It was god awful. Rey Mysterio Jr. on the other hand, he did his best to carry the Miz, and he did, obviously. Same thing will happen with Shinsuke Nakamura last week too, where Rey Mysterio Jr. wrestled against Shinsuke Nakamura, and Shinsuke Nakamura botched a couple moves, like damn it Shinsuke, but he recovered afterwards. But at the end of the day, it's still being a good how I seen it. It still ended up being a good match though. But this match, what pertains to the Miz, holy sh. It was the drizzling shits, folks. Miz was doing some moves that didn't even connect Rey Mysterio Jr. and Rey Mysterio Jr. still sold it. Even in a soft way that the Miz did it, Mysterio sold it like he got killed with it, and like, oh my god, this is so bad. Miz was so bad in this match. And then in the end, luckily, thank God, Rey Mysterio Jr. won the match with a 619, and then he went for the drop in the dime, which is a springboard body splash, and gets 3 count in the win. So yeah, good. Thank God Mysterio won. But if the Miz would have won, holy shit. I don't care if the Miz would have cheated to won the match. I still would have hated it. Holy shit. So thank God Mysterio won. Rey Mysterio Jr. is the winner. We get Asuka and Naomi versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. That never happened, because we get the Icons coming out, and they said they're going to win the Battle Royal, and it's going to be iconic at Evolution. And then Lana comes out in full ring gear even though she wasn't scheduled to wrestle, but she and earlier when she was with Rusev, she was in street clothes. All of a sudden now she's coming out later in ring gear. And she says, it's Happy Lana Day, and then also Carmella comes out and she starts doing her moonwalking and then doing her dance break. Also, we get Selena Vega coming in to throw Carmella into the ring, and then also all hell breaks loose in the ring. All the women starts fighting, where it pertains to the to this battle royal for the women's to be in for the for WWE Evolution. It was trash, folks. It was fucking trash. And on top of that, it was. It was obviously a cheap way to promote WWE Evolution pay-per-view for all of the women's in WWE for this coming Sunday. It was cheap. It was disappointing. And I was giving WWE some hope that SmackDown was going to do a better job for the go home show to sell and to give us a reason why we should tune in this Sunday to watch WWE Evolution all woman pay-per-view. And they couldn't even do that. Raw failed, and now SmackDown just failed too. I mean, there are some matches that are selling me to watch it, like Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch, or Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella, just for me to see Nikki Bella get her ass kicked. And on top of that, Nikki Bella doesn't deserve it anyways. But whatever. Shane McMahon comes out. He, who's the SmackDown commissioner. He hypes up everyone. Are you set for Evolution pay-per-view this Sunday? And then also he starts to talk about the WWE World Cup. That's going to be at WWE Crown Jewel. Where it considers best in the world. And all of a sudden we get crowds chanting for CM Punk. Because the fans really care about Shane McMahon talking about the World Cup at WWE Crown Jewel. And on top of that, they also mention with the mention of best in the world, which it reminds them of someone who used to be called best in the world in WWE, and that is CM Punk. I don't know why I did like that, but anyways, and Shane McMahon's like, I don't think he's in the tournament. Basically referencing, that's another thing. Shane McMahon is letting the fans know, I don't think he's in the tournament. CM Punk, he's connecting with the fans, obviously. So there you go. I thought that was funny though. And Shane McMahon thinks that someone from the blue team, the blue brand, is going to win. And then he introduces Jeff Hardy for the main event as Jeff Hardy goes up against Randy Orton. Why is this happening? I don't know, folks. It just happened out of nowhere. I mean, it was announced though, but the match that they announced, early advance of the show, came out of nowhere. Like for example, when it comes to Randy Orton doing an RKO out of nowhere during this match. But this match itself was pretty good. Pretty good main event. Jeff Hardy at one point tried to go for a swanton bomb on the outside, but Randy Orton moved out of the way. He crashes burn onto the floor. The match still stays on in the ring. Also, Jeff Hardy tried to go for the Twist of Fate. Also, Randy Orton spins out of it, and then also goes for RKO out of nowhere and gets the 3 count in the win. So yeah, and that's what the show ends with Randy Orton winning a main event match on SmackDown. And there you go. Total amount of wrestling for SmackDown for hour number 2. 2 matches, and overall, total amount of wrestling on SmackDown from October 23rd, 2018. Five, because on the one match that between Asuka, Naomi, and Asuka and Naomi versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose never happened. And by the way, folks, I think I meant to say 3 matches from hour number 1 and 2 matches for hour number 2. So in total, 5 matches on SmackDown. It would have been 6 if they would have let the women's wrestle instead of doing that bullshit teaser of who's going to win the Battle Royal this Sunday at WWE Evolution. But whatever. And my overall strength for the show, I thought it was alright. I thought it was decent. Except for one thing. Where the fuck was Shinsuke Nakamura. He's supposed to be the WWE United States Champion, and yet he's not even on the fucking show. This is some fucking bullshit. You know what? I was gonna give it a 5 out of 10, but there was no Shinsuke Nakamura, folks. There was no WWE United States Champion on the show. Why we couldn't have Shinsuke Nakamura wrestle on the show, but we get Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton wrestling for no fucking reason? Why did they waste Asuka and Naomi versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose match where we couldn't have a Shinsuke Nakamura match? And another thing, and they want to do this whole thing where the teasing who's going to win the battle royal for the where it pertains to the women's at WWE Evolution. Do a segment. Don't do a match. Don't do a match where that never took place anyways. Just for you to do this bullshit. Shinsuke Nakamura is supposed to be the WWE United States Champion. He is our United States Champion. And in the company WWE, he's your United States Champion. What the fuck are you doing with him? So, my overall show rating, like I said, I was gonna give it a 5. I was gonna give it a 5 out of 10. There was no Shinsuke. And on top of that, this show also didn't sell me to watch to tune in to this Sunday WWE Evolution. I'll still watch it. Still. What the fuck? They didn't do a good job on Raw to promote that much, and they didn't even do a good job on SmackDown either. And on top of that, they have months to build this up. But instead of building up Evolution to make it mean something for the women's, where they talk about women's evolution, women's revolution, whatever they talk about, what WWE's trying to capitalize on. Instead of doing that, you're worrying about Super Showdown. You're worried about Crown Jewel at Saudi Arabia that no one doesn't want to watch anyways. And not everyone in WWE wants to go there anyways. Yeah, so much for WWE caring about the women's, what pertains to women's wrestling in WWE. You can't even have the women's to go to Crown Jewel at Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia doesn't allow women to be at in their countries or let alone to be part of the show that WWE is producing. Producing. But I'll talk more about that when I do the Evolution preview by tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow too, by the way. But anyways, like I said, I was good. I was gonna give this a 5 out of 10. But again, no Shinsuke and a poor job to sell me the fact for this go home show for WWE Evolution for me to tune in this Sunday. I'll still watch it though, but still, it was terrible. If I was a casual viewer, I was gonna be like fuck the show. I'm not gonna watch the show. I thought it was terrible. So yeah, 3 out of 10 this show gets. Gino, what's going on? Evolution don't look look that good for a card. Exactly, because of the card too. But I'll talk more about that when I do the preview tomorrow. But other than that, folks, I'm done. Thank you for watching. I'll be back later on tonight. I don't care if it takes me to midnight to finish this up. I'm gonna get the rest of the reviews done for 205 Live, for NXT, NXT UK, and I'll end it from there. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care if it takes me to midnight, to 1 o'clock, or to 2 o'clock. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting this done. Even when I had the lights to turn off and just I had the bright lights from my laptop to show my face to do this review. But other than that, folks, thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. and I am the natural born driller with the nice driller bangs. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. The choice is yours and yours alone. And that being said, I'll see you all later on tonight for more three reviews I'll be doing for pertains to WWE. But for now, peace on the streets.